Showing some more of those wet snowflakes on the Sheehy cam out there in Hagerstown. Oh yeah, it's definitely still coming down. Not really sticking to much here. Mostly the grassy surfaces or elevated surfaces of the rooftops could see that snow stick, but it just is still too warm on the ground for any of this to take hold. And we're already starting to see a little bit of a transition back over to some rainfall, but all of this mess is going to very quickly be wrapping up in the coming hours here. We still do have a winter weather advisory here in place in the light purple across western Maryland, the eastern panhandle, parts of northern Virginia, and back up into southern PA, as we still could have that accumulating snowfall at times, especially in the higher elevations throughout the rest of the day today. And here's why that snow is mixing in. Temperatures in most locations have dipped down just a few degrees above freezing, right near that 34-degree mark. Where there's only rain, we're still holding in the upper 30s and lower 40s closer to the metro areas. And there's a look at that here. The darker blues showing that snowfall right along the Maryland-Pennsylvania line through northern Frederick County and parts of Washington County. But you run into more rainfall, likely mixing with some flakes down into Montgomery County and areas like Loudoun and Fairfax County. But look how quickly this precip is wrapping up back to the west. We are going to talk about this precipitation being over with here within a couple of hours. But for now, still some wet snowflakes, and the rain continues elsewhere as well. And then we finally start to wrap things up by 3 o'clock today, and we'll turn very quiet and eventually sunny on a chilly Tuesday. A brief little break, the calm before the storm, you could say. We're going to see heavy snowfall moving in Wednesday afternoon. That's the likely time when snow will begin on Wednesday, and we could see upwards of a foot of snow in some locations, obviously leading to some travel impacts and other things we'll have to watch out for on Wednesday with that large amount of snowfall. But check it out here as we go through the rest of your day today. Again, we are just talking about that precipitation now very quickly ending. We won't have to worry about any sort of a mess of precipitation out there for the commute home later this evening. Things will be very clear, very quiet, and we're going to hold to those conditions as we go throughout the entirety of your Tuesday. And as a matter of fact, we won't even have clouds returning to the picture until we get into Tuesday night, but they return very rapidly, and we'll start to see the first signs of that snowfall again arriving most likely by Wednesday afternoon. Here's a look when all is said and done for today's system. Again, accumulations will mostly be on elevated surfaces, especially in the valleys here along I-81 and back down I-70. We'll trace to 2 inches as possible. Might get upwards of a few inches farther back to the west in the Blue Ridge Mountains and other places like South Mountain here just to the north and east. But other than that, today's event not going to be a lot. Again, our focus is going to be on Wednesday's system, when we could see widespread accumulations of 8 to 12 inches and some locations targeting in a little over a foot of snowfall by the time everything is said and done on Thursday morning. We do at least quiet down for the end of the week, but we stay chilly all the way into this coming weekend. No more precip expected until next Sunday.